here's something strange. You get a raise, a real one. Your paycheck goes up by hundreds of dollars every month. And yet, somehow, a few months later, you feel just as financially stressed as you did before. Maybe even more stressed. You check your bank account and wonder where it all went. You're earning more than you ever have, but it doesn't feel like it. This isn't a budgeting problem. It isn't a math problem. It's a psychology problem. And it's quietly happening to millions of people who are doing everything they were told to do, working harder, climbing higher, earning more, and still feeling like they're running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. Today, we're going to break down exactly why this happens, and more importantly, how to stop it. Most people grow up believing one simple thing about money. If you earn more, you'll have more. It sounds obvious. It sounds logical. And honestly, it should work that way. So when people land a better job, get a promotion, or finally start making good money, they expect to feel financially free. Lighter, more secure. But instead, something unexpected happens. Their expenses quietly grow to match their new income. New subscriptions, a nicer apartment, better clothes, dinners out more often, a car upgrade that felt completely reasonable at the time. And within a few months, they're spending almost everything they make, just at a higher level. The stress doesn't disappear. It just wears a more expensive outfit. This pattern even has a name. Economists call it lifestyle inflation. But the real engine behind it is psychology. Think of it this way. Imagine you're used to driving a regular sedan. Then one day you rent a luxury car for a weekend. Heated seats, smooth ride, a sound system that actually sounds like music. You love it, and when you return it on Sunday evening, your regular car suddenly feels worse than it did before. You didn't change the car. You changed your reference point. That's exactly what happens with money. The more you earn, the more your brain recalibrates what feels normal. What once felt like a treat becomes the baseline, and what was once the baseline starts to feel like not enough. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. Your happiness and sense of financial comfort tend to return to a set point, no matter how much your circumstances improve. You adapt, you adjust, and then you want more. But here's where it gets really interesting. Lifestyle inflation doesn't just happen randomly. It's also driven by something deeply social. When your income rises, your social circle often shifts too. You're around colleagues, neighbors, and friends who are spending at a higher level, and without even noticing it, your spending starts to mirror theirs. There's a powerful psychological force called social comparison. We measure our financial well-being not by how much we have in absolute terms, but by how we compare to the people around us. When everyone in your world is driving nice cars and taking European holidays, your brain starts reading those things as normal, as necessary, even. So you spend to keep up, not out of greed, just out of the very human desire to belong and feel adequate. Here's the deeper truth that most people miss. Wealth is not the same thing as income. Income is what flows in. Wealth is what stays. And the gap between those two things is where financial freedom either grows or quietly disappears. Someone earning $40,000 a year who saves 20% of it is building more real wealth than someone earning $100,000 who spends every cent. The numbers look impressive on the outside, but underneath, the first person is slowly accumulating something the second person isn't. A cushion, a foundation, options. The real danger of lifestyle inflation isn't that you enjoy your money. Enjoying your money is fine. The danger is that you inflate your fixed costs, your rent, your car payment, your subscriptions, to a level where you have no room left to save or invest. Your expenses grow permanent roots, but your income can always change. A layoff, an economic downturn, a health issue, and suddenly that high-income lifestyle becomes a trap, not a reward. The people who actually build wealth over time are not necessarily the highest earners in the room. They're the ones who learn to create a gap, intentionally, between what they earn and what they spend. And they protect that gap like it's the most important financial decision they make, because it is. So what do you actually do with this? First, every time your income increases, Make a decision before lifestyle inflation makes it for you. Before your spending adjusts automatically, redirect a meaningful portion of that raise, at least half of it, straight into savings or investments. Let the rest improve your life, but claim your share of that raise for your future self first. Second, audit your fixed costs regularly. These are the silent killers. A luxury apartment that stretches your budget. A car payment that made sense during a good month. These costs don't move with your life. Lock in the lowest sustainable fixed costs you can, and let your variable spending be where you enjoy your income growth. Third, change how you measure progress. Stop measuring your financial health by what you spend. Start measuring it by what you keep, what you invest, and what your money is doing while you sleep. More money is a tool, and like any tool, it does exactly what you point it at. Point it at a bigger life that looks successful from the outside, and it disappears. Point it at building real security and freedom, and it compounds into something that actually changes your life. The raise didn't fail you, the plan did, and now you have one.